Okay, I was hoping that you could tell me something about some of the people that have been important and influential in your journey to making Project Nebula. One person that you've mentioned before is a lady called Victoria Barker. Could you tell me a bit more about that, about her?
Yeah. Okay, actually, I asked her for help. I met her when I was in AC Studios and trying to struggling extremely badly. And a year later, she approached me. I mean, I pursued her to do something realistically to help me somehow, to help me with promotion or something. And a year later, after ASC, she came to my house with she came to my house with her partner Mark. And actually, what happened was she proposed me because she always liked this drawing journey from the same beginning, but it took her a year before anything was realistically um, before she was able to use any of my artworks. And she loved Journey. She loved that part with the cheeses when she's protecting my mom with the drawing. But actually, in the beginning of 2011, she came to my house with her partner Mark, and she gave me proposition of doing a gallery opening in March 2012 in Vauxhall, London. Yeah, that's it. That's it. And what happened was, and I want to say about it, what happened was she gave me this amazing proposition because for an artist doing a gallery opening with his artwork, it's really cool stuff. And she gave me the proposition, but we couldn't find the communication about money-wise. And actually, I was struggling so much for 2.5 years being on the streets of London, and after that time when I finally got some help in the meaning of my parents came to London and they decided to help me a bit or try to help me. I rented a room. Finally, I got my documents back. I was able to pay for them and other things and look after myself properly, buy materials and get back to some kind of society, you can call it. Get back to society from being on the street. And when I was ready to do that, she approached me with this amazing proposition, but I couldn't really understand the opportunity I have. This is first of all, but when it came, I mean, I was very grateful for that. I was really happy for a moment, but when I realistically analyzed everything, I said to myself, okay, I have this amazing project on my head, first of all, before anything else, which is my website, Polish Artist Co.uk, Sawicki Co.uk, and a few other websites and other stuff to do. And I said to myself, okay, I need to do that first before I will go anywhere else, do any exhibition, because this is this project of mine and this story, Polish Artist Co.uk, is very important for me before anything else. Before any exhibition, before anything. And that's why I asked her for help. And I didn't even ask her to help me to finance this project, which actually took me 9 months and it cost me almost £20,000 in a period of 14 months. I mean, you know that because you've been doing that bookkeeping. I know.
Is that the truth?
Yeah, is that the truth? Yeah, well, you know how much it cost this whole project of mine. You know because you've been But I'm trying to say, I approached Victoria Barker with a beautiful quote. Besides this part, I didn't ask her to finance my project to underscore my credibility or review the story on Polish Artist Co.uk, but I asked her to finance the creating new piece of artwork for that gallery opening in March 2012. And what happened? I gave her the most professional quote I could. I was sending emails to her and text messages, and it's all good. She appreciated my art. She actually loved that very much, especially Journey. And but when I asked her, okay, listen, I Journey is not available anymore. I can approach with the prints, amazing prints, 3.5 grand each, you know, all attractive financially and artistically, all good. But when I asked her, so maybe you can finance my time so I can produce another piece of artwork. And I gave her a beautiful, very professional quote. And I also told her that I'm struggling really badly. Even when I rented a room, my parents came to London. It's a quite struggle. So I asked her for finance for this project or any other piece of artwork, but she refused any finance, and she actually the bottom line was, I don't care, I have my own expenses, I have to work somewhere else. Actually, if you have someone who can loan me £5,000, Patrick, like I was asking her for help with rent and some art materials, cheap. Actually, it was about a few £100 and maximum to up to £1,500. And for that quote, for that money, I told her what I would do and blah 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 and all this. And she responded to me. She knew that I'm struggling with rent and with living expenses, but I'm absolutely dedicated to make artwork. But she responded to me, do I know anyone who can loan her £5,000? So for me that was quite ridiculous. And in the same time she proposed me doing a gallery opening. So I really got offended. Not even offended, but I really felt like ridiculous. And I asked her a question. Is she greedy or she's just think I'm stupid? And that's where we got crossed. And the gallery opening in Vauxhall, which was very attractive for me, never happened. She's supposed to do gallery opening with my artwork, with any artwork I had, and I created a lot really. But I didn't do that gallery opening because of that ridiculous treatment. You know, I didn't felt appreciated enough professionally, financially. So I really, you know, I was fed up with it.
Do you think she was in a position to give you the money?
Well, that's where depends, you know. I think that she could, you know. I think that she could because my approach was very personal. I didn't tell her that, look, I'm a very established artist, my art will be sold, my art is amazing, people buying it all the time. But I told her she knew exactly about all the details of the project Nebula, and she knew how cool it might be or it is, and she approved that. Exactly that. I believe that the proof of that was giving me opportunity to do gallery opening. Right? You're not doing a gallery opening, and you asking some students or a small. Or not small. You're not picking up when you open a gallery, new gallery, and you're investing a lot of money into this project. It's a real thing. You're investing thousands and thousands of pounds. You're paying for designers, interior designers, to a lot of money to create that gallery from the scratch, and you're paying builders, all this stuff. You're investing money, right? But then when it comes to art and you're making this gallery to show art, and then you're asking artists to show their work. So how can you expect from artists, if someone wants to be professional, wants to be treated professional, that he will how can you expect from an artist to especially in such a difficult circumstances like me, that he will drop everything and he will drag the money from whatever place because Victoria Barker gave you proposition of gallery. It's really ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I told her every detail of my life. I told her the struggle I have, my past stuff, even the last 2.5 years or 3 being on London streets. And I introduced her to all this, and her response was like something like this. Okay, I'm giving you, Patrick, I'm giving you opportunity to gallery opening, right? but I don't care how you're gonna make, where you're gonna get the money from to produce your piece of artwork. I don't care how you're gonna survive next 5 months till this gallery will be opening, and I don't care how you're gonna manage to get the money for art materials to produce this artwork.
So,
Yeah, sure, I mean, this is.
so do you think that she should just not have made you the offer at all?
Yeah, I've been thinking about it because after I refused in really rude way to her, asking when I asked her if she's greedy or she thinks I'm stupid.